Tried to say tomorrow last night when I was talking hour, and I said tomorrow on accident. I was like, fuck.
Damn.
So now every time I say tomorrow, it's got to be tomorrow.
I'll try to remember that, but I'm not going to.
We were pretty stoned, and we were cracking up over it. No one else was laughing that hard. Almost at 10 subscribers. What's up? Is that just like, is there more?
That's just YouTube. But yeah.
I always wonder how different the numbers are. You said we had like over 100 on this. It said there was only like 98
on
this for that Clinton episode.
But it's like on the other shit, it's like averaging over 100 a week,
which is beautiful.
Which is better than what it was.
100 times better than what it used to be.
Yep. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions, but at the end of the day, who really knows? As always, I'm your host, AJ, here with my good friends, Dylan and Michael.
Hello.
And we're joined by Matea today. You guys have met her before, so don't be surprised, because you know who she is. Yeah, follow us on Twitter at WRK Pod. Follow us on Instagram at WRK Podcast. Visit the website, WRKpodcast.com. We'll give you links to everything you need to know. Don't know how to find us on Patreon? Our Patreon account's linked on there. You know, patreon.com/WRKpod. Donate us some money.
Yeah.
Give us your fucking money, man. Come on, like, I've been asking for a year now. Give me your money.
We want a 2-story pontoon. That's not gonna happen until you start donating.
Yeah. We got goals. One of them's a big ass pontoon.
Right.
But yeah, no. If you enjoy the show, comment on whatever. Comment on I don't know. You can't comment on Spotify. But comment on iTunes. Rate us. Give us 1 star and say I look like a lesbian. I don't care. Just let me know you're watching. Comment on the SoundCloud if you're still watching on there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really got anything else.
Let's jump into it.
Yeah, well, we're gonna jump into it here after some groovy tunes. So, I'm guessing that everyone wants to know why we titled this episode "What the Jeff is Going On." Either that or you already know, and that's why you're watching this. Which, I mean, it's just we need one more closure on this whole Epstein case story.
Debacle.
Yeah.
Wait, is it a debacle?
Debacle.
Debacle?
Debacle. What's a debacle?
That was the opposite board game.
Yeah, we just need one more, real closure, kind of one last round table on it before we can move on. Because it's just every week, it just feels like some more weird shit's coming out. Some more, this last week, 2 of the guards were relieved of their duties or some shit like that, put on suspended leave or just there's so much going on. It's just
we getting into that? Why these guards was that where they were just relieved of their duties early, like we talked about last time, or they actually were suspended?
I think that they're I don't know if they're fired or not. I don't know what the fuck's going on with it. I don't know. Because it's just
who really knows?
Yeah, who really knows
Fuck
what the
'em.
fuck's going
That's
on.
what I say is fuck 'em.
But
What's up with that lawyer that he had coming in for like 8 hours a day, every single day? That young woman or whatever they were talking about.
Dude, honestly, that could probably just be one of his prostitutes.
I was gonna say young woman.
How young was she?
Suspicious.
Isn't it? Yeah, they were saying that it was just, because if you talk to your lawyer during the time period or whatever like that, you could be out of your cell for like 8 hours a day. So
He probably was out of his
his
cell like 8 hours a day.
right?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know the extent of which that, like we talked about last time, fucking the CCTV around his jail cell the day that he was killed was
Right.
under repairs,
Yeah.
which happens a lot in our world. In the question everything, believe nothing world, where the Pentagon got struck by an airplane, but the cameras were down.
Like they could have come up with like a different reason, like, oh, someone came in and vandalized all our cameras, but every single time it's just camera maintenance. It's the same shit. Different story, same shit.
Yeah, like what was it when we talked about when they like had all those packages, the fake bombs sent to them? Like every single person who's got a fake bomb, like security cameras were down for maintenance. Like the fucking CNN's like main office in New York City, they couldn't catch the guy that dropped the package off because the cameras were down for maintenance.
Right.
Fucking George Soros's estate cameras were down for maintenance. We were like, this is such bullshit. Like you see, like every time someone's like, yeah, but the cameras were down for maintenance, there's a 99% chance that everyone is full of shit. There's no fucking way that the cameras got a shitty fucking camera installer.
I mean, the cameras are definitely down, but for maintenance, I don't know.
Dude, it's like the fucking Town, like that Ben Affleck movie where they just put the videotapes in the microwave after they robbed the bank. Like that's what happens. Just like Hillary Clinton's dudes run in. I don't even like not even Hillary Clinton's dudes. Like Hillary Clinton, the people that give Hillary Clinton dudes to do this shit. Like those guys run in, kill Epstein, fucking throw the security camera tapes in the microwave.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, we're out, dude. What's up? Like, put your nun mask back on.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think they're really dropping the ball with their camera maintenance, you know? Like just get better cameras. You can buy a $80 Logitech Webcam Pro series, whatever.
I mean,
You would never need to shut that off.
they're really dropping the ball because everybody knows that he didn't commit suicide. It's fucking crazy. Like
That's what everyone reads though, because that's what the first like 10 articles are on fucking the
Google.
website before you, if you try and type in a conspiracy, the first like 10 articles are about like his suicide, his suicide. He killed himself.
That's fucking crazy. The autopsy, like the coroner that did his official autopsy is the same person that did the autopsy for JFK, Martin Luther King, and he gave testimony at the OJ trial.
He did something
That's
else.
what I want to know. How fucking old is this guy?
He's old.
Damn.
He's old. He's a bigger, older.
Like, and we're
looking
trusting
dude.
him. Like, he probably lost a pen inside the fucking body.
damn.
He's probably like,
What else did he did something else too. JFK, this, Martin Luther King,
And the OJ trial.
OJ. There was another thing too that I remember reading about him doing. I just can't remember, but fuck it.
those are the only three famous things that I ever saw that he did.
I'm pretty sure there was another big one.
It could be. I mean, fuck, dude. They bring in all their cover-ups. They bring in the same guy to fucking do them all. Probably Robert Kennedy.
That's what blows my mind, dude, is that they got one guy that's in on, like, I mean, I guess maybe you'd have like a really famous fucking, guy who does shit like that, but I don't know.
What,
It's
like
just-
Ducky from NCIS? Like,
Right.
Like he's walking around in
Yeah.
real life. Like, oh, Mr. Gibbs, hello. How are you doing today? Oh, my tea is warm. It's next to this dead body. Do you want to see the marks that I found?
They don't have that?
He's just like increasingly getting like turned on while he's talking about the dead body. He's just like, oh yeah, I really like.
Dude, I just find it weird, like even in like the normal news media about the autopsy, because like I looked into that a little bit when you told me that, and he fucking like even like the main articles like bring up the hint, like the little bit of like, and yeah, he's been faced with like conspiracy theorists, like getting slammed by conspiracy theorists, but that's like just one sentence in all of their articles.
His findings in the JFK assassination were proven wrong by the Warren Report.
And this is the motherfucker that's
and this
doing the
motherfucker is doing the autopsy. Like, it's literally public. Now look up the Warren Report. It's been like re-redacted, or like the redactions have been taken off like so many years. Like, there's like more people that got shot that day than JFK and his limo driver. Like, it's just, there's so much shit going on, and they let this guy who's like, yep, one shooter, same bullet. Like, this guy is. Yeah, and like, he killed himself, and then his autopsy shows broken bones in his neck that are more consistent with murder than suicide.
So this is, that's the other thing articles were saying is broken neck. But so this guy was young back in the day, like for the JFK assassination. If he was doing the autopsy,
yeah, well, everyone was young at some point.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like he. You don't like he obviously like he probably wouldn't be in charge of it.
Now,
he wouldn't have, but
really young.
Back in the day, he wouldn't have been in charge of it. I feel like that's just a sign like he's just getting roped
in.
Yeah,
George
ball,
Bush
you know?
Sr. was in charge of the JFK assassination.
What if he's fucking not even a real guy? What if they're just fucking a name?
Making him up, yeah.
I mean, I saw a couple pictures of him. He's a weird looking guy. He has like a little mullet, like an old white haired mullet going on.
JFK died in 1969, right?
If you know that,
I'm pretty sure.
Very
so that's
impressed.
Because we
went to
the moon
years
in
ago.
1969, not 1968. 1 year after.
That's
remember that from the Even Stevens musical episode?
I remember that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not 1970, 1 year before.
Let's look it up because I can't remember.
I just want to know how old this guy actually is, because he would still be somewhat old. Like what is that? Like, I guess that's what.
Well,
he died he was assassinated in 1963. So then.
Oh yeah.
This guy looked to be about
11/20/1963.
This guy looked to be about 60. Is what this guy looked like, 60 to 65.
That was 56 years ago. So how old do you have to be a coroner?
Yeah,
I don't know, like 16
so
back
now
12,
he's probably like
12,
70 years old.
12 when the child labor laws were in.
Back then, you only had to be 12 years old to do anything. You'd be a coal miner.
He's
when
probably
you're 12,
like 70
right?
years old if this person is real.
Well, I mean, he's real.
He's probably real.
How many 70-year-olds do you know that don't have glasses and know what the fuck they're talking about?
He looks old. He looks old and weird. He looks weird.
Yeah, 70-year-olds with contacts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
So are we still thinking that he died, or do we think that it was a replacement?
I don't know. The replacement theory seems like a sexy idea.
Doesn't it seem just like a Cousin Lenny type of thing to do?
Dude,
though?
honestly though, at this point they're just letting Cousin Lenny go fucking crazy with this one. Like, the whole cover up is just like they're like, all right, we don't really know what we're doing, Lenny, take over.
Dude, they're trying to cover their ass. It's so hard.
Dude, it's every single fucking day in the news is something different.
Yeah. And I'm trying to fucking stay away from memes, dude. But it's just so hard when the government just gives you so much fucking.
Dude, some things
memes.
are just memeable, you know.
Everything, dude.
Good memes.
Right. Dude, I just, that is fucked. Like, we've talked about like other situations where we're like, all right, Cousin Lenny did this, Cousin Lenny did that. This situation, it's like Cousin Lenny ran the fucking show. Like, they just gave him the ropes and said, bro, you just do whatever the fuck you want.
What do they call it in Riverdale when you have to you kill your first person, getting your bones or something like that?
I don't know.
I need to watch
Anyway,
Riverdale.
They were like,
what?
It's called like getting your bones. It's like the mafia and Riverdale or whatever. Like, this is Cousin Lenny getting his bones. They're like, all right, Lenny, you're in charge of this assassination. Don't fuck it up. Get your bones. He's like, oh, all right, you guys, I really dropped the ball on 9/11. I dropped the ball a lot of times. I got this.
What do you think it fucking means, though, that they pulled the body out with the head uncovered? Obviously, people were gonna fuck. Like, they're smart enough to know people. So, like, I just don't get what the fuck is going on. Their angle.
Yeah, because the body never leaves a crime scene uncovered. Like a dead body will never leave a crime scene uncovered.
When they would be smart enough, they've got the technology and the plastic surgery to fucking turn a body to look exactly like him, and they didn't give a shit at all. Like they want us to know. Like is it almost like a warning or something? Like I have zero clue
Dude, have
about
you seen
the fuck is
Avatar?
going
I don't
on.
believe anything I see on a camera on a screen anymore. I don't believe anything that I don't see with my own eyes. I don't believe, and I believe half the shit I see with my own eyes.
I don't believe anything I see with my
Like
own
90% of the time, I'm like, are you really that dumb? When I see someone do something, I'm just like,
I think I see things sometimes, so I don't believe any of that.
How soon do you think it's gonna get caught on that people like? I mean, it's already caught on. You know, like conspiracy theorists now, I feel like are bigger than ever. Like I feel like back in the day when we used to watch conspiracy theorists, people would kind of not necessarily throw jokes at them or to turn them out to make them look like crazy people. And now it feels like you see more just popping up. More people are getting on the train.
well, since this happened, the FBI is classifying conspiracy theorists as domestic terrorists.
Yeah. So, dude,
It's like,
if you were to if you signed up to fucking do that fucking Area 51, you are now a fucking domestic terrorist.
Wait, so
dude, if you signed up for that, you're on a list regardless.
Yeah,
Before Epstein got killed, you were on a list. The minute
the
minute you joined that Facebook group, you were on a
are
list.
you saying so?
Have fun not flying to Tucson next time you try to visit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is that so the whole thing about conspiracists? I mean, would that be
It's
something
like-
they could label us?
Oh, definitely.
I mean, you can label anyone that questions literally just conspiracy
Dude, that's
theorists as anyone that questions the mainstream narrative.
Would that be their play then, to try and get as many people, like as many conspiracists out as possible, so they can
put them in prison or kill them.
So yeah, give us all more.
Well, yeah,
reason
but
to,
I mean, at the same time, that's anyone that's under the age of 35.
right? There's
'Cause
too many now.
it's
If that was
it's
their
literally-
plan, Cousin Lenny was definitely in charge.
It's literally people under the age of 35 don't watch CNN, MSNBC. Like they don't watch the mainstream media. People under the age of 35. It's like their demographic is 35 and up, and then it's like the rest of it's just non-existent.
Right.
And so if you're classifying people like it as people that don't watch the mainstream media or follow the mainstream media as like word of law, then it's literally the living part of the country, I guess. Like the living 50%, because like I mean half of them have 1 foot in the grave already.
Yeah.
The other one just got cancer that they don't know about.
Half of them are babies. Okay, so they're gonna be able to do shit.
I don't know. That's just
Hell
weird
no.
to me. Like I don't get what their plan would be. Have you thought of this at all, Mateo? You got any ideas what you think is any?
Whose plan?
I don't know. Their plan to not cover up Epstein as well, to try and like what would if they were
to get
trying
people
to?
to talk about something.
I don't know if they
It was
was
just
like
so sloppy.
it's
Like,
so
Yeah.
sloppy. That's what I'm
sloppy
saying. Like
jalopy in this.
what would be
motherfucker.
their like end game? Like what's their role for doing this? Because they got to be smarter than we think.
Yeah.
I
I just think that my theory is that everything that gets really major in the news is always a cover up for something else, or like 10 other things that are going on.
You're right. Yeah.
So I mean,
what if this
obviously
is
they
just-
have so many people talking about this. I think they're just trying to get people to be quiet about it and just be like, he's dead. Like,
or like something else
Yeah.
too. Like I mean, this could be a whole new thing for them to say. We need people to right. Like if they said this is a conspiracy, like they're probably doing like fucking like you said, like probably 50 other things right now that no one's gonna pay attention to.
Well, have you guys seen some of the fucking names in the fucking his book?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Prince
like-
Andrew and
Yeah,
shit
Tony
like that.
Blair and fucking
Prince Andrew is like a English royalty.
yeah.
Oh.
Tony Blair was the Prime Minister of Great Britain, and
I don't know this either.
what was on there?
I'm
Like
uncultured.
The day that he got murdered was the day that the first set of his transcripts were declassified.
yeah, and like Henry Kissinger and David Koch is on there.
Distant cousin to Courtney Cox.
Hmm.
No, I'm just kidding.
Really distant.
Very distant.
Part
They
of the
dropped the
Koch
CK
brothers, yeah.
and added an X.
Yeah, I don't know, but that's where it's like they have such big names in this. Like, this is obviously one of the biggest ball drops in the fucking world. Like, I mean, like, why would they use this to cover it up when they could use anything else?
Well, and then you have like stories where they're like they're talking about the guy that shot 6 cops in Philly, and then the helicopter shows 2 cops spraying fake blood on each other during the shooting. Yeah. It's so like, yeah, it's like how are you gonna let cousin Lenny put his hands in that?
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's like he's been fucking up for 3 weeks now. They're just gonna let him go for the full fucking month. Are you kidding me?
It's crazy, dude.
Like, they're just gonna let him fuck this shit up so bad,
dude.
That there's like a mob marching down fucking First Street, or what's the Rockefeller Plaza. There's a mob walking down Rockefeller Plaza and just tearing down a building, like the fucking CNN headquarters, like it's The Walking Dead, and it's just like a bunch of just angry people just pushing a skyscraper. Is that like what they want to happen?
Dude, I feel like
they want the people to like revolt. Or
I feel
something?
like a cousin Lenny TV show would actually not be bad. I would watch that shit.
Dude, a Cousin Lenny TV show would be on Adult Swim. Like this cover up would be on Adult Swim. Like, this is like an episode of Little Hitler. You guys remember that show?
Oh, yeah.
It was like a fucking 10-minute special on Saturday nights or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like a claymation show.
Oh yeah. Oh man, dude, brings back memories.
Like, this is like an episode of Little Hitler, but it's been going on for a fucking month. It's like,
well, I don't know, man, dude. I don't get it. I don't understand at all. No fucking clues. These guys
all
are
smoke and mirrors.
That's but why though? With something this big, I mean, they with him dead, they could be, because what's gonna come of this? Nothing. So they literally are getting off scotch free and using, like you said, using it as a scapegoat. Like,
yeah.
Let me talk to you about this though. If fucking whoever they are, own all the media, somebody's pushing this shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's pushing
this
agenda towards us as well. Where are they trying?
I feel like it's just like there's a point where they can't not talk about it,
right? Where they have to release it enough.
It's and like Twitter's a thing now. And you can't, like, there's stories that you can't hide anymore.
Yeah.
But like back in the day with Project Mockingbird, you could hide whatever the fuck you wanted.
Right.
But now you can't, because it just takes one fucking asshole with a camera at McDonald's to make the next big story in the world.
Right. And everybody's got a camera on their
I mean, that's how the yellow vest thing got started, and that got so big in France. The yellow vest movement is from Twitter. It's like social media. Like I feel like it's, I don't know, man. I can't believe Jack Dorsey's still around the way that fucking these people play. Like, they're like, oh, you're gonna expose us? You're gonna let Clinton body count trend on Twitter, you little bitch? Like, that was trending for like three whole days, like 72 hours. Clinton body count was trending like #1. It just blows my mind.
I don't know, man. I'm this topic to me is just. I don't know. Do you guys think we're gonna see anything else from this? I feel like this has got to be like the end of it.
It can't. I don't think it's gonna be the end of it.
Where did you find all these names? Like how?
It was released.
Yeah, they've got his names. All these.
So
names
it's like
released.
out there.
He had like a black book.
Yeah.
Of his clients,
all his clients and shit like that, and then like some of the stuff still was blacked out and shit. But I mean,
wait,
I think
sure it'll just be like a
think
domino effect of like these people,
dude,
like they'll lose money somehow and they won't be.
Well, so okay, wait. So they
happen.
actually had a book release with the names of his clients, like it's to the public now.
Epstein's black book. Yeah.
Oh, I thought we just had the information to people that we thought were a part of it. You know,
I mean, like a month ago before it was released, when we were talking about like Prince Andrew, that was just people that he was photographed with like prostitutes, like known prostitutes that he had.
I knew some of those prostitutes.
I hope
they're good ones.
But
I couldn't afford those prostitutes.
But yeah, no, I don't know, because at this point, I mean, you got people like European royalty and shit like that. Like, you think all of them are gonna fucking just like be like, all right, well, I'll take the 25 years and just like no, someone's gonna fucking talk and it's gonna keep snowballing. Just be like, oh hey, so the Archduke of fucking
the fucking-
Scotland
The Duke
is
and
now just dead.
the Duke
Is
and
now just dead.
the Duke and the Duchess of York were fucking on that list when they had like fucking. I don't know if all.
Well, I
the
think they
fucking-
can only publicly release people that are dead that are on that because everyone that's blacked out is alive. I think that's how redactions work in court cases.
Oh shit. So, okay, that changes everything. I thought
I
I was
think
like,
the
why
Koch
aren't we
brothers are
seeing
dead.
people getting in
Who's
fucking
that?
The
trouble
Koch
for
brothers,
this?
Tony Blair's not dead.
Oh, not? I don't know.
Like,
I
Tony
don't
Blair's-
know what the fuck they're doing.
No, I think the redactions are like the fucking the kids or whatever his names.
Yeah, minors and shit like that.
That got fucking. You know, were that were the fucking victims or whatever.
Yeah, they got their little boy
And like, yeah,
holes
dude,
expunged.
some of okay, you can see that some of them only have like fucking 2 names under them, but like fucking like the Duke and the Duchess of York all have like fucking 20, dude. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I bet Bill Clinton's is.
Did you guys-
multiple pages?
Was
long.
there? So we've seen names like you say, like York, fucking got like Prince. What was it, Charles or
Prince Andrew.
Prince Andrew.
Prince Charles
Is
is
there-
a saint? Damn it! You take that back.
Is there any names that we got from like around the world? Like, do we see any other names going like global on a global level?
Oh, dude, it was
Oh,
a
like
lot.
Sinbad?
Dude,
I'm just kidding.
Jackie
There's a lot-
Chan
there was
around
a-
the
there
world
was
in
a lot
the
of
days.
names.
That's a very suspicious
I
movie.
love that movie.
Dude, that was a good
That movie
movie.
is amazing.
The
It's
first one
just
was
Jackie
better.
Chan with prostitutes.
But no, dude, there's a
Flying
lot of
in a
names
balloon.
on there that like of people I didn't even know, kind of thing. Like fucking names that like, you know, like
I don't know.
Jahab Lara Mesta or something.
Exactly, like yeah, a bunch
Jaboobles.
of different names from all
Djibouti.
over the place, dude.
I don't know. There's been prostitution rings for years and years and years and years and years, and I think it's just
Yeah, the only time it's not dangerous is where it's legal. It's fucking
Yeah.
crazy how
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah, right.
I
Like
just
fucking
Kind
Vegas.
of like the only place where it's not sketchy to buy fucking pot is places where it's legal to buy pot.
Like, think about that. You have so many.
Who would ever thunk it?
Mhm.
You got so many like people. Like, well, I don't know though. Like, how do you think making prostitution legal would help? I mean, it would probably help stop like child sex rings and prostitution. But
No, it wouldn't help with children, but it'd help with everyone else.
but I feel like you got some sickos. I don't know
Well,
if
there's
they
always
could
gonna
get
be-
their
There's
fix.
always gonna be kids or being taken
Mhm.
by fucking sickos, dude.
yeah.
But
I
to
feel
reduce that number, try and
I feel
reduce
like
it. But
All we can really do is educate people.
I mean, if you get a bunch
Yeah,
of
that's why I
parasites-
always, whenever I see a parent letting their child be unattended to, I yell, "Laura Silsby still at large."
and then I say you better get a motherfucking leash.
Mm-hmm.
I literally do. I said it. I yelled it at single speed when we were getting dinner with her coworkers. I say, "You better be careful. Laura Silsby's still at large."
Oh god, I bet she hates going on with you.
Probably.
Me?
Yeah.
I ignored him. But it's true.
It's true. She's a
Well,
human
definitely.
sex trafficker that works
Oh.
for Amber Alert is still at large.
dude, people need to open the eyes.
People really, I just think people need to know that for a fact and just be like, you can't let your, like, you can't just
Right.
let your kids run around anymore. Like
No.
when we were kids, it was different because everyone, like, they're, I don't know. I feel like parents, like, we didn't have cell phones, so parents would be like watching us out the window and shit like that.
Right.
It
I
wasn't
can't
different
leave the
though.
block.
People still have them stolen, and it's just you didn't.
Yeah, I know. I
Right.
saw Emily's bones too, but that was like a dime in a dozen case. Like now it's like 800,000 kids a year in the United States. That's just it's fucking.
When you think about I didn't even think about that. You just said like cell phones and shit like that. Like think about like, okay, like yeah, people can use it to like track people, but they can use it to track people too. You know, you
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
give
like
a
that 360 app or whatever.
you give like a
Pokemon Go.
sixth grader,
Yeah.
right?
you remember when Pokemon Go first came out, the crime spree that came is Pokemon Go is being used to attack
Yeah.
people and rob them.
I was thinking fucking Snapchat, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
Snapchat, fucking
The map.
I
that's
turned
Snap
myself
Maps,
on
yeah.
ghosts. I don't want anyone to know where I am.
I want everyone to know where I'm
Dude.
at.
You want to come fight me? Come fight
Come
me.
fight me,
That's
bitch.
like the guy
Come at me,
mentality,
bro.
though.
Yeah.
Dude, if I was a
Yeah.
girl in this world, I'd be so much more scared.
You gotta strap up. I mean, the gun is the great equalizer. Don't matter how big or how small you are.
Right.
Unless you're Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah. Like,
Dwayne will
bullets
take you in
Bang,
the
can't
bang.
chest and you'll be dead.
bullets can't
Yeah.
stop the
I don't
rock.
know. I've seen the Fast and the Furious.
Let me-
5, 6, 7.
His fucking stunt double might be able to fucking
Yeah,
take a
his-
few more, but he
If
he
you
won't
shoot
be
The
doing
Rock,
that.
You're wrong. It's just a stunt double.
It's just Dwayne Johnson appears behind you. Wrong person, bitch. He just like knocks you out.
It's fucking.
Who's his fucking stunt double? Sinbad or something? Like,
Why do you keep talking about
Sinbad needs to make a comeback. That's why.
he's trying to get back into things.
This podcast was sponsored by Sinbad.
Dude,
Not really.
that's yeah.
Time for a mid-roll ad. If you haven't seen the hit movie Kazam with Sinbad,
I think it was
the
Shazam.
Kazam, not Shazam with Shaq. Kazam with Sinbad. This episode is brought to you by Kazam with Sinbad.
Kazam.
With all the Sinbads.
Only
Bad
the
sins.
best.
Type in the future Sinbad to get a discount on our merch for the first
Dude,
week.
honestly though, Sinbad in the episode of It's Always Sunny made, what was it, Matt from Matchbox 20?
Yeah.
Made him his bitch, so. And then didn't they like staple Dennis's shoes to the ground or some shit like that?
I had no idea.
I don't know.
No idea.
I don't remember.
I know he had like some poisonous shit on his arm or something, some infectious shit, and he just sprayed some like weed juice on it. And it
No,
fixed it.
that was P. Diddy.
Oh, damn Pete Diddy.
Oh yeah. It was.
It was plant killer that he was putting on him.
Like it was weed killer. It was weed
Yeah.
savior. Some THC medicine. I don't know. Didn't he have a bunch of just weed hanging
think-
around, or was it herbal
Wait, do you
shit?
know who Sinbad is?
Do you know who sent
That was the episode where he goes to the
Avoiding the question.
because that whole episode was based around that theory that time fucking, you know what I'm talking about, that like people believe something happened but in reality it didn't, like how people thought Sinbad,
Mandela Effect.
the Mandela Effect. That's what that episode was based on. That's why they used Sinbad in it. It was like to play on the Mandela Effect.
Because everybody thought
But wait, where'd you get the weed killer thing? That's what
It was the
that's-
P Diddy. It was the P
Yeah,
Diddy.
that's
spraying
why
it.
I'm so fucking confused. I'm like,
I think, was that not the same episode?
no, that's like 6 seasons later. With P. Diddy when Charlie or Mrs. Mack has cancer, but she's just really trying to find some cheap ass weed. Or no, it's Charlie's mom says that she has cancer, but it's Mrs. Mack. Anyway,
Anyway,
I was just confused.
the Mandela Effect,
I was like,
sponsored by Sinbad.
I was like, do you really not know who Sinbad is?
Who is the? What was the movie? Was it? It was Shazam, right? Because half the people think that it was Shaquille O'Neal or
No,
something.
okay, there's two different
Kazam
movies, dude. Two different movies.
Is with Shaquille O'Neal. Kazam.
But the Mandela Effect about him, wasn't that the thing where people thought it was
People
Sinbad?
had
and
those
Shaquille
movies
O'Neal?
Yeah.
fucked up.
yeah. Or, yeah. People
And
don't know the
Shazam.
fucking movies.
Has Chuck.
Yeah.
Shazam stars Chuck
And it came out this year.
from the TV show Chuck.
Yep.
That blows my mind though, because that was a huge internet thing talking about that. If the movies were that close in the name, why wouldn't people just say, because you're a fucking idiot, you just got the
Because
names of
people
the
don't
movies
realize-
mixed up?
People are just retards, dude. They look at one thing, they hear something on the fucking internet or whatever, and they fucking take it for the truth, dude. Nobody wants to do deep thinking.
But there's also the Mandela. Sorry to dive so deep into this, but there's the one about Mandela dying in prison. Like that's where the name of it comes from.
Nelson Mandela.
And
but
they
he
say,
didn't,
but he
though,
didn't.
no?
And that's where everyone, I remember in school learning that he died. I remember.
Oh my god,
I thought
that's like on my phone right now.
I thought I remembered watching the documentary where he died in prison. I
Yeah.
never talked about that to anyone. Like that was just me remembering it.
I
so what
swear I
about this?
remember that from Developing Nations.
Okay, I heard this weird thing.
Blew my mind. I was fucking
I heard this
mind-blown.
weird thing, dude. In 2012, they say, okay, that fucking, you know how they say that the world ended in 2012 or whatever, dude. They said that fucking it ended, but it shifted all of our consciousness.
Wait, like
Would-
when the Australian calendar was over?
No,
No.
the Mayan Aztec.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mayan, you fucking idiot.
God!
It was a joke. Oh my god.
Terrible,
It's a
terrible
joke.
joke.
And then
It's a
fucking
joke,
like
eh?
It's a
switched our
joke.
consciousness to a different fucking like
String.
different fucking string out of the fucking thing, so that it fucking the Berenstain Bears was fucking differently spelled or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
no, it's
another
the
one, yeah.
Bernstein Bears.
And that Looney Tunes was spelled differently, like TOONS or
But is that just
TUNENS.
Phonetics.
That is weird.
Yeah, and
It's-
Windex is spelled different now. Fuck you,
Febreze.
Windex.
Yeah. God
Fuck
damn it.
Windex.
I have like a whole list of them.
It honestly, I would not give a shit about it at all if it weren't for the actual Mandela, like the whole thing about him.
Well, maybe they fucking like taught you that he died in there, and then
They did it on purpose, dude. I graduated that year. They were like, "We're gonna fuck your shit up. You go to college, you don't remember anything anymore."
How do
Right.
you spell Fruit Loops?
Nothing. You know nothing, Jon Snow. Nothing we've taught you is true. How do you spell Fruit Loops? I don't know. FROOTLOOPS. Fruit Loops. Was I right? Are you trying to fuck with me? Are you trying to fuck with me with this Mandela bullshit? You already scrolled past it. You're just like, oh, he spelled it right. Fuck it.
What are you talking about?
You asked me how to spell Fruit Loops, and I did it.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Oh my god, you hoe!
It's the Mandela effect. It's taken over me.
I think it is fruit, like FRUIT.
I think it's FROOT.
I think it's
LOOPS.
UIT and then it's LOOPS.
Wait, no, I spelled it right. FROOTLOOPS. I spelled it right.
Really?
Suck my nuts, bitches.
That's front lops.
You guys got reverse Mandela affected.
That's Fruit Loops, dude.
Not according to fucking Kellogg's. According to Kellogg's.
Kellogg Fruit Loops, dude.
Kellogg says I'm fucking right.
Grab a bowl and get real relaxed.
Dude, Kellogg says that I'm the fucking champion. I'm the cereal champ and I'm the boner champ. Also the water champ.
Okay. Sponsored by Kellogg's.
Kellogg's told you that?
Kellogg's.
I'm the summer shandy champ because they just did on the Mandela Effect page.
Oh, fucking A.
Sponsored by Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops, dude.
Fruit Loops. How many doors were there in Snow White?
Fucking 7, dude.
I just saw a picture of Snow White under a dumbass fucking
Sleepy,
Mandela.
sneezy, wheezy, greasy, like all those midgets.
Dopey
dude.
was my favorite, dude.
yeah, Dopey's the shit.
Dopey's the shit, dude. I had a fucking Dopey cup, and it was my favorite. It was a fucking mug. And I think it was the
Sinbad
coolest.
never played a genie.
See, that's the
Why
that's
would
the
Sinbad
thought about
play a
it.
genie though? Have you ever? Nobody see most
Wow,
people.
so
that
the
think
only-
about
the
this
only
never
Because it was
guy-
done that.
Shaquille O'Neal,
The
right?
only- the
Wasn't it
only-
Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah,
That's what
so
it
the
was.
only 3 guys that ever played a genie were Shaquille O'Neal,
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, and now Will Smith.
And
Rest in peace.
who's
Yeah, rest in peace, Will Smith. Just kidding.
R.I.P.
I
What?
mean, rest in peace to his like movie career, but
This one says that people forgot that Neil Armstrong died or didn't notice the news of his passing in August 2012.
I noticed it.
Yeah,
No, I'm
because
just kidding.
Buzz Aldrin is still alive though.
A lot of these are about like space.
It's because fucking people don't pay attention.
Yeah, people are misinformed.
It's not fucking a Mandela.
No,
effect.
I'm
It's
pretty
because
sure I
people
paid
don't pay
attention to the
attention.
Berenstein Bears and not the Barnstein
Dude, you were
Bears.
fucking like 5, dude. You don't remember shit.
I could find those books.
Go
Well,
find them.
The time travel effect. would make
Exactly,
it,
dude.
It, would- it don't matter. That's why the joke of when did time travel get invented, and then someone says, I don't know, you just be like, it's irrelevant.
Dude, it's all relative though.
I just can't believe I spelled Fruit Loops right.
It's Frat Lops.
Frot Lops.
I love Frat Laps.
I do too.
That made me super happy.
I think they were called Fruit Loops and then they just changed their packaging to
I
like,
think that you're
that.
full of shit and you're just trying to ruin my day.
Have you ever gone to like Fruit Loops 1964?
1964, what? They didn't. They only had white cereal and black cereal back then, Michael. 1964.
Yeah.
They were separating their cereal by color at that point.
Well, I still separate my laundry, so.
Oh, you racist.
the purples can't.
So I
sit
need to
with
join the
whites.
club where you only wear black.
Yeah, goth people had it figured out a long time ago.
Yeah. Do all your laundry on one load. Get a new fucking laundry machine every year.
See, I'm not as cool as Johnny.
And a
Cash,
bunch of
man.
lint rollers.
Yeah, don't get white animals if you have black clothes.
Definitely not.
So another. Now that we're done with this Mandela effect,
We didn't even talk about the Mandela effect.
Let's talk about the
Oh,
Mandela effect.
so back to this Jeffrey Epstein guy. There were reports of screams coming out of his cell the night of his murder. Have any of you guys read about that at all?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Where did the reports come from?
Other inmates, because apparently
Other
his
inmates?
cell block wasn't emptied, or I don't know.
Well, he had a roommate at one point, I heard, and his roommate threatened to kill him, and then once he fucking moved cells, they fucking took his suicide watch off.
Have you guys ever seen what's the TV show called, or not the TV show, the movie, the prison one, Shawshank, when the first night, when it's oh, fresh meat, you're gonna die, and shit like that, when they're yelling at Annie and the fat dude. I just imagine Jeffrey Epstein's first day coming to prison, be like, someone gave me $100,000 and say I'm gonna fuck you in the ass,
Right.
Wait,
That's how I feel
He
his
probably
first
had the
day in
fucking
prison.
biggest bounty on his head.
Oh, dude, I guarantee it, dude. At least 13 cartons of cigarettes.
Dude, that's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, what? That's 13 times 50. That's, oof.
Plus fucking prison, right, dude? They called me fucking 3-can carry-on for a reason.
I can fit
three
I can fit
cans
3
in your
cans of
butt.
Bud Light in my butt. Tall boys.
They were silent.
That's 19 inches.
They were silos.
25 ounces, baby. That's 75 ounces of beer shoved up my butt.
Dude, what a way to sneak beer into a sports event or something, you know? Someone you really hate, just hand them your beer.
Your
Be
shit
try
just
this.
fall out. Your shits are just blah. Your toilet's oh, fuck, not again.
Gosh, sometimes after eating Great Wall, I wish that were the case.
That's always the case after Great Wall. What are you talking about?
Great Wall just
Backs you
fucking
up.
throws up the fucking
It's just
the
spits
wall.
out, dude.
It's oil.
Berlin.
It should just slip right out.
Dude,
oil
I
and
wish.
spices. It's just fireworks.
It's that rice, I think. I feel like it's that rice. Just
the
building
bag.
Every
It's that
time
rice,
it's
though.
building like a barricade, you know?
All the pieces at once.
Every time I eat Great Wall, it's Chinese New Year's for my toilet. It's just fucking just fireworks. Just fucking.
Hell yeah.
My booty hole does that flapping thing that it only does when you eat Great Wall.
And it's crazy too. It's just like fireworks because it's coming out in all different colors too.
And it hurts and it's hot.
Hotter than fireworks. I'd rather stick a fucking.
I've been hitting the
firework
eye
up
with
my
a bottle
butt.
rocket before. I'd rather do that than shit out Great Wall.
As long as it's spicy. I got the spice. I got one of the things that said this is spicy and hot. Fucking felt like I was eating the spicy chicken sandwich from Quick Star. That shit was weak as fuck.
Lame.
Yeah, I feel a lot of Chinese food is either super fucking spicy or it's just lame as fuck.
Gotta go Indian, bro. You want spicy? Gotta go Indian.
Dude, I got that fucking Medulla's oblongata place. on
Marsh
the hill.
masala.
Yeah, I got
That's
that
all right.
before. Is that right? I got the curry lamb, whatever, some shit like that. And it's supposed to be super spicy, and I just fucking ate it, and I was like, man, my lips aren't even hot.
Dude.
How is it supposed to be spicy if
Right.
my lips don't
You gotta
hurt?
try the fucking on each street. They got fucking the ginger Thai downtown.
Every time I try to go there, they're closed.
You gotta. They close at 7 o'clock.
What the hell is Eat Street? What?
It's like a fucking app on your phone. But dude, they got free fucking delivery, so I can get fucking food delivered for $10 to my house way out there, dude. A fucking meal for $10.
Wait, and the
Out in
delivery
the
is free?
country.
Yeah, dude. From Ginger Thai, yeah.
Where is
do you
Ginger
want?
Thai at?
It's
Main
Main
Street.
Street and
right
2nd
around the
Street.
corner from Harry's.
Did not know.
Dude,
Okay.
it's got curry and stuff.
They close at 7, guys. I'm not gonna be able to fucking make it.
Yeah,
I got
we're not gonna be
15
able to
Order
make
minutes.
that
Eat Street
tonight.
right now.
Order right now and put it
Yeah,
on.
Mateo, order it up.
We should go try and track down that pizza guy that came to your door.
Dude, that was so weird. I opened the door and I thought he was gonna walk in. He was opened the door and took a step back like it was Michael. And he was like, "Oh, hey, $24.99." I was like, "What?" I like didn't even look at him. I thought it was even like $24.99. I was like, what the fuck? Like turned around, I was like, you're not Michael. Oh,
You just
hello.
gotta tell him, like, if you don't find your address, I'll buy that pizza for half the cost.
If
Dude,
you're
it
still
was
wandering in my
pizza
parking
man.
lot in 40 minutes, I'm gonna jump you and steal your pizza.
Dude, that happened with my buddy Shane. Yeah,
Rest in peace, Shane.
yeah, whatever happened to Shane? I don't know.
I've done that before. You offer up a pizza, like,
They're gonna say you
Well,
jumped a pizza guy.
no,
Stole
what happened-
someone else's pizza
What
to
happened?
someone?
No,
well, because they didn't answer. Their address was fucked. When I delivered for Godfathers, we had a lot of people on drugs in Waterloo ordering pizza. You would be surprised how many times shit just they weren't there, didn't answer. They fucking would give a wrong address or something, and you'd answer so many houses to people high on fucking hard drugs. It was nuts, out of this world nuts.
So this is how you do it. All right?
NETZ nuts.
You fucking ordered a pizza to one address and then another pizza to another address, right? And you wait at the place with the first address and wait for him to go walk up to the door. And you fucking go and grab the pizza that's waiting inside his car.
Ooh.
And you fucking dip off of that pizza that's inside his car while it's fucking up at the door.
Not talk about Jeffrey Epstein. We're gonna talk
But this
about it.
pizza idea
I
is a
just-
really good idea.
The New York Post just said Jeffrey Epstein signed his will just 2 days before suicide.
Yo, I didn't read into that, but I saw
This
that.
was posted 3 hours ago.
I wish I was on that well.
What does it say? I'm giving all my money to cousin Lenny.
Well, he
Like,
got all his fucking assets stolen because of that executive order that Trump
Oh, yeah.
passed.
Oh,
A
yeah.
nearly 600 million fortune.
weak
Yeah.
sauce.
To who? The federal government? Because
It just
no
says
one.
leaving behind. I'm reading.
Well, the first executive order that Trump passed was anyone convicted of human trafficking, their assets are immediately seized and confiscated by the U.S. government. This is the first thing he ever did as president. Which
Damn. If this thing all plays out, we're gonna have a lot of money at the U.S. government.
yeah,
For them to use
For
to
him
just
use to
yeah
create
for
more
whatever they
fucking-
want.
Yeah.
I wish they would just give us all that money, you
Okay.
know, spread it out, share the load, as Sam would say.
Maybe pay back China.
nah, fuck China.
Yeah, we're on our own level now. They can fuck off. We just keep telling them, "Oh yeah, we'll pay you back." Sure.
Oh, they say Americans. They said they pay us. They'll pay us on time.
yeah, we'll pay you back.
Yeah, dude. I tell my landlord
This-
that every
this-
week.
They say we need $20 more million. They pay us back. We give it to them. Fuck.
Wait, is it in China or Japan where they're all about women's used panties? Because I was gonna say
That's
we just
Japan,
damn
dude.
it, we
You
could have
Buy
just
'em
shipped
from
them.
vending machines.
Yeah.
We could have just shipped them a bunch of American fucking used
Yeah.
undies, and they
I
would
will
go
fucking
nuts.
wear fucking women's.
Is that a
panties
bad
all
business
day.
idea to just get a bunch of used panties from American women and like sell them to Japan people? Because they're
pretty
probably
sure
just getting like
They're
the
called
crusty
Japanese people.
Japanese
Japan
people.
people.
Japan.
They're Japanese, dude.
Goddamn, dude.
Dude, that's my new business venture. If I ever make enough
Just
money, I'm gonna
make-
start.
some,
Call it,
dude.
make a
You
business.
can sell
Call
mine.
it Japanese.
Damn. Boom. Mind blown, dude.
20% for the name.
Okay, fair enough. Michael, you want in on
Of
this?
course I want it.
Okay.
I'll put some money down.
Mate, do you want to be one of our employees? Apologies.
She's like, I'm not paying attention to you
No.
guys. You guys
That's
are talking
okay,
about
that's-
dumb shit like you always
It is-
do.
Very inappropriate. I'm sorry.
I think he might still be alive somewhere.
I think he is too. I don't know where
Wait,
though.
didn't he have an island that people called Pedophile Island?
Wait, he's not going back
Yeah,
there. That
he's not
burned
going
down.
back.
Yeah, someone burnt half of it to the ground, and then
Yeah,
the rest
think
of
of-
it's and then the rest of it's been raided by the FBI. That's where they got the weird picture of fucking Bill Clinton that we've been looking at.
Wearing his wife's dress.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's where they actually.
Yeah, they
that's
got
where
it
they.
from
His
Epstein's
island,
island.
dude.
It was confiscated from his island.
Wowie.
Dude, there's
So-
there's this weird like pagan temple in the middle of this island, and there was like a helicopter like after he got arrested, like reporters like flew over his island, took pictures and shit. And there's just a room in this temple. It like had like these like windows like as big as the wall of this room. And it's just the floor was just riddled with mattresses, like dirty ass mattresses and
Gross.
shit. It was like this like temple. It was a temple.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a house. It was a temple.
Okay.
Dude, sex temple.
It was a temple, guys.
Temple.
It's a finger banging, dick banging, blowjob giving temple.
Dude, have you seen that fucking like that the clock that he's got on the fucking on his
The sundial.
The
Yeah, we
sundial.
talked about. Where did we see that? Where was that
That's
shown?
on his island.
That's on his island.
And there's
also-
like underground passages and
yeah,
shit.
and Neil deGrasse Tyson or whatever.
Yeah, it has it on his fucking
Yeah,
shirt.
dude.
Yeah, on his Twitter profile
Yeah,
picture.
dude. Exactly.
Neil deGrasse Tyson has the exact same fucking logo on his tie and his fucking.
Yeah.
Matea, did you know that his island burned down? So on a scale of
Someone started a
scale
fire on it.
on a scale of 1 to 500, how many kids do you think burned in that fire? Just what do you think? How many?
More than one.
Well, if there was
Good
one-
answer.
Right answer.
If the underground tunnel theory is which I mean, it's either an underground garage or an underground tunnel.
Oh, it's a tunnel.
But it's a tunnel. I mean, like, who are we talking about? It's a tunnel. But like, you start the house on top of that on fire, and the air filtration system goes through that house. You're not burning them alive, but you're fucking suffocating them.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna guess more than 20, Matea. I think more than 20 kids got burned alive
Something
in the fire.
was burned.
A lot of fucking evidence, probably.
Yeah.
Evidence.
Not the fucking gorgeous painting of Bill Clinton, though. I love that so much. There's one of him without the dress that I have as my screensaver right now. Fucking makes
They
me
talked to
laugh.
Bill. They're like, Bill, we're gonna burn the island down. We got to burn the evidence. What do you want us to burn? Just anything. Just make sure that picture stays. I want the world to know.
I want them to know what it looked like to Monica's dress.
So who blacklisted fucking Epstein? That's the bigger question.
Yeah.
I think it's just the exposure as just. I literally think that he just got like they were just like, all right, well, we have to arrest him because
We have to do something.
yeah, like we can't. It's a bigger problem to not do anything.
Right.
Really?
And to expend one person.
I mean, it's a bigger problem to not do anything, and it'll be like, oh well, this is a fact. It's been proven, like, and no one's doing anything about it. Or it's like, who gets it? Like, we'll do this and find out who gets fucking exposed out of it.
Right. Do you think it was all the digging from fucking Hillary?
The
trying to be
Miami
president?
Herald. It's the Miami Herald just being a
Right.
bunch of nosy ass mofos. I love them to death. There's you, Miami Herald.
Miami?
I honestly don't know who looks worse in that dress, Bill or Hillary.
Bill is a sexy motherfucker compared to
Bill's doing everything right, to be honest.
Look at
Hillary
look at
just
them heels, dude.
Hillary, I don't know. Kill one, fuck one, marry one. Out of Epstein, Bill Clinton in that dress, and Hillary Clinton also in that dress.
Kill Epstein and Hillary, fuck and marry Bill in that dress.
That answer
I
was
changed-
not allowed, but I'm changing the rules.
Yeah,
that
I
answer is
changed
now
the
acceptable.
rules.
Kill them all, dude.
Dude, fuck them. I would, if I was to let's say I got to choose the way I'd kill all of them. I'd have them all up on a stage, and I'd make Bill Clinton play the saxophone one last time, and I'd chop Epstein and Clinton's heads off with an axe, double-sided. Don't know why I need the other side. And then as Bill finishes the song, I'd fucking end him.
Okay.
What song is he playing though?
I just think
Careless
of Careless
Whispers.
Whispers.
It has to
I
be
mean,
Careless Whispers.
You have to poison him until he fucking play it until he kind of fucking and he's gonna just like kill them.
When he hits the last note of bomb and the bottom of the saxophone explodes.
No, I'd only put miniature bombs inside of his fucking shoes, so all that blows off is like half of his legs, and then he's just like up there just screaming.
See, I'd
like,
probably
what the
fucking tear out their eyes and their fucking cut off their nose, fucking cut out their tongue, but I'd leave their ears and I fucking put them out in public so everybody can fucking hear how ugly they are.
Yeah, true. We are psychotic.
No, that was a Princess Diaries quote, but or Princess Bride.
Princess Bride.
Princess
yeah,
Bride.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would hope it wasn't Princess Diaries.
Yeah, that'd be. Did I miss something when I watched that? That
Princess
movie
Bride.
would have been way better. That one quote would have made the whole movie 10 times better.
Yeah, probably.
Is that the one where Meryl Streep is her grandma and she's like the Duchess of England?
Yeah, something like that.
No,
Princess Diaries?
it is not Meryl Streep.
Who is
Who
it?
the fuck
I
is
can't
that?
think of it. She was in a famous movie.
I know who.
Yeah.
I
She
know.
played Mary Poppins.
Yeah, and she also played
But not Meryl
Devil Wears
Streep.
Prada.
No, yes, that is Meryl Streep. But the lady,
It wasn't. I know what you mean. It wasn't Meryl Streep.
the lady who played Mary Poppins.
Yo, fuck that shit. New age movies for real.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
Yo, where's the Mary Poppins? Like the Mary
Woody
Poppins-
Harrelson
Julie
played Mary
Andrews,
Poppins.
you asshole.
Who?
Julie Andrews.
Who the fuck is
Nah, dude, Woody Harrelson played Mary Poppins. I don't want to hear anything else out of your mouth.
Oh,
Dude,
right, yeah.
if there was literally a new age Mary Poppins
Yeah,
and
Meryl
it was
Streep.
Woody Harrelson,
There
I would
is
cry.
one, and it's
That's not
Emily
Woody
Blunt.
Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson
I'm
is
not
probably
watching
in
it
my
then.
top 2 favorite actors.
Yeah, it's Jim from The Office's wife plays the new Mary Poppins.
Oh God.
Not Pam.
Oh.
It's like real life. It's real life.
That's what I was thinking. Like, what the fuck?
No. Oh. She's a New York 7, but she's a Scranton 9.
Dude, I went to go visit my grandpa in this old folks home. We're all like, it was like the the late stage old people going crazy and shit. And there was just like 7 of them watching the old school Mary Poppins while we're like sitting like 10 feet away talking to my grandpa. He could barely fucking make sense. Like, it just was the weirdest fucking feeling. I don't know what they have.
What?
About it. Like, dude.
What do you
They gave
mean?
him some really good drugs, dude.
It's called a running sentence, Mateo. Get with it.
That you have a lot of running sentences.
So pretty
Dude,
much
it was
all these
fucked- it was
people
fucked
that
What
up.
are
were they
already
doing?
out.
They were just watching the movie.
High as fuck or just dumb as fuck.
They pump him
they
full of Vicodin
they
and sit
were-
in
they were
front of the TV. For
Literally,
6 hours.
literally
morphine,
three of the 7 people had nurses come out and give them medicine to take, and I'm pretty sure every single one of those people probably got some sedative or something. I don't know.
Drinks.
I wonder if my grandpa got sedatives, because my grandpa just makes 0 fucking sense now. Like, it's
Probably
crazy.
exactly what it is.
It is just fucking mind blowing, bro.
Yeah, dude. They probably fucking gave him some fucking horse drinks.
Dude, that's shit
Just like
good.
they gave Jeffrey.
Mm.
And then
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
shit.
fucking weird, bro. Where the fuck? Where would he have gone? Fucking Argentina to hang out with Hitler? Like,
Hitler's dead. He would be
Yeah,
like
Hitler would have to
120,
be
dude.
dead at this point.
He'd be like
right?
120 something, yeah.
Is that what he would be at this
Yeah.
point?
we talked about this in the last podcast.
okay, but he had some of the best scientists in the world. What do you think about freezing bodies and shit?
Walt Disney would be back.
How do you know he isn't?
Right.
Okay.
Maybe they're
Yeah.
just waiting until people forget that Walt Disney gave Hitler money to build tanks.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people gave Hitler money to build.
Right.
like
Yeah.
Ford.
Yeah.
Like a lot
The
of
Bushes.
Prescott Bush.
Yeah.
Well, Prescott Bush gave everyone else's money to the Nazi Party. Prescott Bush. Yeah.
They were really prepared for them to get taken over. They were really
They
prepared.
were just like, oh, we just need the Nazis to get their Air Force together. Like, come on, guys.
I don't know. I don't know where he would have fucking gone.
I wonder what they were thinking when the saying came out that a Panzer tank was worth 10 American tank or 10 Tiger tanks, and so that we just built 10 Tiger tanks for every one Panzer tank. They were like, "Oh, those goddamn Americans!" like it was just like Disney, Prescott Bush, and Ford in a room. Like, God damn it! Why was your assembly line so good?
You're right.
It's like looks over at John Deere, like, "You son of a bitch! Your factory is too good, too well put together. Fucking Tiger tanks, you son of a bitch!"
Dude, I don't know, man. It's fucking. I think it's just over. I don't know when we're gonna see more shit on this.
I hope not soon, because I really want to do Men in Black.
I hope I hope. Yeah, maybe not soon, but I don't think we'd see any shit on this for a while, man.
See anything until the trial.
What happens? Everything gets.
The trial was.
Trial's still on.
Trial's June of 2020.
Hmm.
Next year.
I thought because he committed suicide, it can't be.
No, it'll still go on.
Just because of all the things going down with it. All the
Well,
people
because of his
implicated.
like upwards towards 100 victims.
Yeah.
There has to be a trial, especially because there's clients that he's actively named.
Bill Cosby.
Did he name Bill Cosby?
It's in the fucking files.
Oh shit! Oh shit, boy!
Old Bill Cosby.
Oh, Bill Cosby.
Dude, that's crazy as fuck. I
thought we
believe
were gonna
that.
call him Bill Cosby.
Oh,
Bill or Pill. I don't know. Pill Cosby is nice for the episode, but the old Bill Cosby, little child
Bill.
rapist.
But Bob, you want a little Bob?
Little Bill.
Little Bill.
That was a horrible TV show.
He created that TV show.
Well, think about
Show's
It's
his
about
penis.
him. I
No
guess.
shit.
Think about like
Yes,
how they have like we
That's
talk
about his
about
sexual conquest on underage women.
Damn.
we talk about
Sorry, I was tickling
we
your
talk
foot.
about like fucking
I went-
Beyonce being like a part, you know, like on retainer and shit.
Yeah.
That was
Just
like
stretching
fucking. That was fucking. That was Bill Cosby back in the day. Was like their retainer celebrity,
yeah,
you know.
Just like
Oh,
comes
we got
up,
the-
hey, you got the weeble bobble, the frazzle snazzle, you got the pudding pops.
And then
I
slides
got
in
you.
there,
Look,
slides in
look,
there.
look at my funny sweatshirt. There's multiple colors. Blah, blah, blah.
Everybody was all about it too.
Right, and think about it, like you
oh,
got
Bill, fuck my
you
kid.
got Bill Cosby, fucking Beyonce, like
Wow.
both not to be racist, but they're both black. Like
Wait,
what?
what? Beyonce's black?
What a perfect way to fucking like get the black community on your side or to just cover something up is just have a fucking black celebrity that's the biggest celebrity at the time.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
What are you saying?
He's talking about back in the day with Bill
back in the-
Cosby.
Like Bill
And
Cosby
now-
was
and
there,
now
like
Beyonce's
Oh,
employed.
and now
Beyonce's
Beyonce's
employed
now,
by
okay.
Raytheon.
Oh,
Bill
okay.
or fucking
So they just had
Jay-Z, her husband, is like got like a bunch of weird fucking connections.
Right.
like somehow Bill Cosby just wandered into a room and they're like, "Do you play ball?" And he's like,
I've been playing ball. He pulls out a pocket full of Quaaludes. Be like, how old are you playing? They call me Old Pill back in my neighborhood.
"Right, you got anything stronger than these?"
And it's just like Leonardo DiCaprio climbing to his Lamborghini. Just like, I shouldn't have fucked with Bill Cosby.
Right.
That's the deleted scene they didn't want you to see, man.
I'd watch that.
You play ball,
every day.
you play ball, and he like pulls out, just like opens his fingers, just like pills are falling everywhere. He's just like, I'm waiting for you to catch one.
It's like the cookie cutter movie scene where they're like, "All right, Bill, empty your pockets," and he just opens his pockets and pills just keep falling out until it's up to his waist.
He just looks George Bush Sr. in the eyes. I'm Dr. fucking Huxtable. You think I play ball? just Dr. fucking Huxtable.
Huxtable?
Fucking Bill
Huxtable.
Cosby.
Huxtable.
Isn't that what I said? Huxtable?
No.
Oh,
Grammar
anyways.
boys.
Yeah. You've been calling me on my shit all night. What?
Have I?
Yeah.
Huh.
You didn't even say that I spelled Fruit Loops right. I had to make you go back and look.
Trial ops.
You're just like, how do you spell Fruit Loops? I spelled it right, and you just like kept scrolling. Like, fuck this asshole. I wanted to embarrass him.
Probably thought you'd get it wrong.
Yeah, you thought I was gonna spell it right.
I spelled it wrong.
We spelled it right, Michael.
Fruits.
You guys spelled it correctly. You didn't spell it right though.
Oh damn.
I mean, I think correctly and right would be the same thing. I think we just spelled it wrong.
You guys don't spell it the way that Kellogg spells it. We'll just leave it at
Fuck
that.
Kellogg.
Kellogg's is law when it comes to cereal spelling. Kellogg's is law.
All right.
Apple Jacks, motherfuckers.
It's like claws, man. There ain't no laws when you're on the claws,
gross.
but there are laws when you're naming Kellogg's.
Right. Frosted
Freestyle.
flakes.
Dang.
Mandela
All right.
Effect.
Freestyle. Go.
Freestyle.
I would, but this is going to be remembered forever.
Yeah, don't freestyle if you're not willing to live with it for the rest of your life.
Oh,
Oh man, Dude, what the fuck? I just can't stop looking at this picture of Bill in those high heels.
Yeah, it's sexy.
I think it would be more sexy. Like, I like him sitting like that, you know, but I think he should be like standing up. Like, I want to see that ass pop.
I think he should be spreading his legs the other way so I can fucking see his hang down.
Yeah. He probably tapes that shit up, dog.
I mean, as long as, you know.
Or back, either way.
When he's got the dress on, I guess.
Tapes it, just puts a piece of duct tape on his schlong and nuts and just wraps it all the way to his spine just to keep it back.
I think probably sags enough.
He's an old man now. His nuts are probably dragging on the ground every time he takes a step.
Just think when your nuts are hitting the water, dude, when you're fucking sitting on the toilet, that's fucking suck.
I think it'd be kind of nice.
Automatic toilets are the worst fucking thing ever invented for an old man.
Your nuts hit the flesh.
Like, you got to do that lean wipe and your fucking sack gets stuck down.
I wonder, though, they have that saggy of nuts. They probably just lift their nuts up and lay it over their leg, you know? That's what I would do. I'd be sitting there stretching it, like writing notes on it and shit. Like,
doing a crossword. Like, you just have like a crossword on there.
right.
I was thinking more like fucking silly putty, like hitting the fucking funny pages with it.
He honestly probably does. Just like wants to remember something for later on a paper. He squishes his nuts across the page and just takes a hammer and just starts smashing it. I don't know. Just had a weird fucked up thought about nuts being printed on. Nut sacks being printed on, not the nuts themselves. His nuts are probably the size of raisins right now.
So what do you guys feel about the official story ever changing in this Epstein case? About how it's just like
in 50 years when shit gets released.
No, they're gonna change it. They're gonna definitely. I think enough people are like, dude, this is fucking some bullshit.
I mean, once the younger Twitter crowd gets into power, then I think it'll get changed.
Have you seen the thing where it's like the King Arthur's Round Table, like the meme of that, where it's like conspiracy theorists, and then the conspiracy theorists are King Arthur, and it's like leftists, and it's like all these other different groups of people are like all putting their swords in with King Arthur, and like finally the conspiracy theorists were fucking got people to pay attention.
Yeah.
Right. Makes sense. I don't know. I think that's where it's coming to, but people don't fucking care. People at my job sometimes even like I'll be like, I mean, I'm not trying to get out there and just be like the main voice and like try and get everyone's attention and shit. But people who seem like they would care about certain issues and like equality and shit like that, not saying like they need to listen to me or by any means, but when I'm dropping some knowledge and shit and they just seem like it's just like something to just be like not even important, just pass it off. Who cares? Like,
you got to slip it into conversation. You can't just be like trying to preach about it.
But that's what I'm saying is like it's just conversation is all it is. It's just talking about it, just saying, you know, I'm like, you can look it up. Like, I'm like not trying to push anything on anyone, but people just don't care. Yeah. They think they care about shit. They just care about whatever the fucking media or whatever they feel strongly about, you know, but when something this big happens, it's not a part of their lives. Like, they don't care about it.
It's part of their lives if they know a child.
Yeah, but even if they do own a child, like, they don't even think about it.
Child.
You well, own a child as in like a step parent or something, you know? If you have a child and they're your child, it's not your child. You own them.
Weird thought process, but all right.
So many people pass it off though. Like, I couldn't tell you in any way how long it would take for this shit to come to light, for the official story to change. It has to go way high up for that shit to change.
Yeah, everyone at work listens to me when I talk about shit like this, and they're like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I'm like, "No, I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding."
I think it'll change before next year. I think we'll be talking about whole different fucking holy shits by next year, dude. It's gonna be fucking, I don't know.
Wait, different as in like new subjects or this subject being
I think
changed?
it's gonna be this subject's gonna be fucking changed. I think, dude, it's gonna impact. There's gonna be a lot of fucking higher ups that are gonna be exposed.
Hopefully.
Exposed.
I doubt it,
What you
man.
think?
Fucking the
You
power.
doubt it?
The power right now is still too strong. I feel like it's.
I think the only thing that this has shown us is that Julian Assange can never be extradited to America because he'll be dead way long. He will not last as long as
Right.
Epstein did.
Right, exactly. That first suicide attempt is gonna be his suicide.
Yeah, and that was what, 2 weeks into him being arrested.
Wait, so is he? I totally forgot about this guy for a second. Has he been extradited to the U.S. yet?
Assange, no, not yet.
Good for him. He better fucking have his last meal.
Better go kiss some fucking rings.
Right.
Better go kiss some hookers too.
That's a scary thought
That's
too.
what
Is to
Jeffrey
think about
Epstein did.
WikiLeaks
Oh,
being like a
they were too
fucking
young.
source or something, like being like a part of it. Because it's like it's almost like they don't even ask if you play ball. It's like literally telling people, like there's probably a third of the people in there right now that are just like getting told, like, look, like you don't have a choice. You're playing ball. Like it's not like seeing like, do you play ball? It's saying like you're gonna play ball.
You fuck this kid or you die.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't get a choice. You're a part of this, and you got to come back and keep doing this shit, or else we're fucking gonna kill your family. Fucking take all your money.
They talk about when Prescott Bush got initiated in the Skull and Bones Society, he had to dig up and desecrate the remains of Geronimo. Who the fuck made him do that? Like you think about the Bushes, and people think about the Bushes and the Clintons being like the most powerful families in the world. Who the fuck makes them do shit? That's what I want to know.
Oh yeah.
Like who the fuck has the power to be like, yeah, Bush, you have to do this, or yeah, Hillary, or yeah, Bill, you have to do this.
The people.
Yeah,
who do that.
Epstein, you have to do this.
It's like fraternity, dude. There's a council probably.
The people in the shadows. It's the perfect drug
Yeah,
dealer,
dude.
dude. The person that never sees the customers, never
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
never
yeah,
talks.
You talk like if you like start getting into like that like spirit cooking shit and stuff like that, you like that's where you're talking about the Black Pope. Like not like black as an African American Pope, but like the Black Pope is in like the satanic worshiping Pope.
So
I say this wearing a t-shirt that says Hail Satan, but
So what if they do? What if they do have like fucking these fucking dudes standing in a circle, fucking and making these
chanting Rastas.
Yeah, fucking you've seen the Alex Jones thing when he's fucking on fucking whatever on Joe
Mushrooms.
Rogan, fucking Alex fucking Jones or whatever, dude. He's like they got these wizards fucking in there fucking chanting incantations.
Oh, you're talking about when he like infiltrated the Bohemian Grove or whatever?
Well, dude, he's talking about fucking how they fucking they get into the spirit world.
Oh, when they're interdimensional demons.
Yeah, and about the clockwork fucking elves, which I'm not saying aren't fucking real.
Dude,
Man, you eat enough mushrooms, everything's real.
my nerd
Everything's
brain
fucking
is turned on.
Factual or fractual? Not factual.
It's fracking.
Fractual. And clockwork. That's crazy stuff. But yeah, dude, Alex Jones. It's fucking crazy that fucking everything Alex Jones has been saying is like, coming into light, and now Alex Jones doesn't seem that fucking crazy.
Yeah, he fucking shot himself in the nuts when he said that Sandy Hook was a fake mass shooting.
Wow.
That's I don't know. He because they wanted to push gun control after it, and Obama was president, and he freaked out, and he was like, "It was a fake. It was a fake." Blah, 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 blah. And then he got sued for it by like the parents of Sandy Hook victims. And Alex Jones could have had a good thing going for him if he never fucking said that.
Yeah,
But he said that for like 20 hours on his daily TV show.
I mean, but is it not?
But outside of that, a lot of shit that he says is like, touches some grass. So I mean, but then he like says weird shit like like they're putting hormones in our fluoride that makes our frogs gay and shit like that.
Gay frogs.
Dude,
Well,
have you
dude.
ever seen the Alex Jones song?
I don't know. I've seen frogs with 3 eyes before.
I've seen a frog with 3 dicks
Was he a
before.
gay frog?
I ain't scared
No,
about
but they
that.
had fucking 3 eyes.
Did you catch it?
Yeah, that's how I fucking knew it had 3 eyes.
Was it on Futurama?
No, it was a real frog, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Alex Jones cut his show's credibility very short in 2011 when he debated whether or not Sandy Hook was a real mass shooting.
Was it?
Yeah,
I mean, it was a real mass shooting, but was it
People
fucking
died.
facilitated by...
no, I don't think so. I think it was a crazy person shot up a school.
Really?
Yeah, but I don't really want to get in the business on this show of talking about mass shootings because it has a really big tendency to destroy shows.
Okay, yeah, true. But I mean, as far as conspiracies go, you just never know what the fucking government's willing to do. They're not above anything, so you never know.
No. Who really knows?
You don't.
Who really knows?
I'm about at the end of this episode, and no one said the word of the
That's
day.
what I'm saying. I was just about to ask. Where
does
the
it have
fuck are
something
we
to
at?
do with the 50th?
The 50th episode? Congratulations.
Oh, damn. Well,
Rapists, molesters,
Dylan
I mean,
DeGroat.
you're on track.
child molesters. I told you, Michael.
What's worse than a child?
A chomo.
Child.
A rapist.
A chomo.
Child.
What's worse than a child? A dog.
What?
Wait,
You son of a bitch.
Uh,
Take that back.
Wait, you said I was on the right track with child rapist, molester type shit?
That's what I said.
A baby.
Fucking
What's
pedophile,
worse than
bro.
a child, a baby?
We've said pedophile like 20 times. We're talking about his island for like an hour.
Sex offender.
You're going farther away.
Ah, fuck. Pervert.
You're getting
Jabroni.
closer than you were with sex offender.
Chooch.
Wait, I was closer with pervert than I was sex offender?
Yeah.
I'm fucking
Pervert. Come on, guys, help me the
I
fuck.
don't. I have no idea.
Pervert, Matea. You should know this more than any of us.
You're dating one.
An asshole.
No, not asshole.
I'm not dating
Perv.
a pervert.
What's perv and farther away from sex offender?
Predator.
It's
A peeping Tom.
Yeah!
What was it?
Yeah!
To catch a predator.
To catch a fucking predator.
Chris Hansen because the word of the day was predator.
Yo!
Predator.
Yeah. Just put it next to it.
No, Matea, you gotta drink it out of the glass.
I don't
like the rest.
want. I don't like the metal on my teeth. It hurts.
That's great.
Get a paper
What?
towel,
Get a paper
poke a
towel.
hole in it, just cover your face with it, and then just pour it through the hole. This word of the day was brought to you by Sex Offender, Pervert,
Sex
Asshole,
Avenger.
Sex
the Sex Avengers.
No, that might be a new porno.
Oh God. It's
Yo.
probably already one.
Well, now I know what I'm looking up after that.
Matea, you're gonna want to leave the room. It's gonna smell real weird. in
Ew.
here.
All right.
Cheers
to
to
50
50
episodes.
episodes.
50 episodes.
Smooth.
Vanilla bourbon.
Actually, very tasty. Wowee.
Yeah, it's hard not to drink.
I don't know which I like more. I wish they did like a caramel one, dude. Caramel and liquor to me just goes hand in hand.
It does. It really does. So yeah, thank you for joining us for our 50th episode of the WRK podcast, where we ask the questions, but at the end of the day, who really knows? As always, I'm your host, AJ, with my good friends Dylan and Michael. We're just bringing you some questions, trying to give you some answers, and having some drinks and some fun times. So, yeah. Follow us on Twitter at WRKPod. Patreon is patreon.com/WRKPod. Visit the Instagram. Instagram is WRK Podcast, or what is it? Yeah, at WRK Podcast. Yeah. And if you need links to any of that, visit the website, WRKpodcast.com. I don't know. I don't got anything else. Anybody got anything they want to plug?
Comment topics that you want us to talk about.
Yeah, we do need new topics.
Yeah.
Definitely need new topics.
Yeah.
I
Stuff
have
that
a
you
list-
guys
I
want
have a
us
list
to
of them,
investigate.
But
I want to hear the ones you guys want us to hear
Yeah.
about.
yeah, so let us know what you want. Just comment in general.
Yeah, it's always nice to be back.
We like the back and forths that we have with you guys. Not really back and forths. We like it when you guys tell us stuff.
Yeah, tell us what you know.
All right. Well, we will catch you next week.